Smash that limiter!
You're working. What the fuck?
There we go. Oh well.
No, it's. I don't know what is going on. So, all right. So on the settings, it was set to Arctis earphone chat, which is this.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to the music play on the browser, like this music here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching the desktop audio bar on OBS just not registering at all. So then I changed the default, and then suddenly it works. And then I changed it to Arctis chat. Oh no. Then we went live, and then I asked if you talk, and you're talking, and like it's not registering.
Well, default settings from here on.
Actually, there was a little bit of drama before I got on here. The computer did 3 blue screens of death in a row. I went on the background menus and troubleshooted the hard drives, troubleshooted the RAM, troubleshooted the GPU, CPU, and troubleshooted the USB buses in case, like, you know, that was doing it, or the video.
Mm-hmm.
Everything came back clear except for the fucking motherboard. The motherboard was coming back with some errors.
Well, the motherboard is the biggest piece of the computer, so there's something bound to go wrong there.
Yeah, I have a funny feeling this lovely laptop.
You have a funny feeling that a laptop is dying? I don't know. Maybe 3 blue screens of death might be your first clue with that one.
Well, I turned it on. So I turned it on, and I'm waiting for the screen to come up on the monitor.
Yeah.
And the screen was up on the laptop screen, and I was like, okay, so it's on. But then I'm like, why is it saying there's no internet connection when it's wired? And then next minute it goes blue screen, and then I'm like, fuck's sake. And then it loads, and then it reboots, and then blue screen instantly after, and then it boots again, and then blue screen again, and then it loads, and then it works.
Yeah, that does not sound healthy at all.
Yeah, and Valkyrie is correct. It's, basically, yeah, you're right. It is starting to kick it. I just don't want to spend so much money on a computer.
Well, don't spend so much money on the computer.
Well, even when I was like sitting down with you pricing it up, I'm still going to be like over $1,000. So,
yeah, well, that's pretty stock standard.
Yeah.
I'd set a budget of $2,000 and then go from there.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to get a low budget one, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can make a kick-ass computer with $2,000.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll probably, because you know I said to you that I wanted like a Z series motherboard or something like that so I can overclock it or something like that. I think I'm just going to settle with a B series to begin with.
Yeah, well, just settle with a computer that fucking works.
The problem is you got to be careful with cheap piano parts, because then it will run into the same problems as what I'm having
in like
now.
5 years' time.
Yeah, and then I'll be in the same predicament.
Yeah, in 5 years' time.
At least, I suppose, at least on the bright side, then I'll still have a case that I can reuse. So save my
exactly. It's just, just chill out, man.
You just chill out. It's all good, yeah. So, how was your day today, Spliffy?
My day today was pretty stock standard. Run around with like a headless chook doing things, and now here we are.
Yeah, it's pretty much what I've been doing. Nothing really exciting happened today. I didn't drop any expensive hardware like I did yesterday. I actually no. I second that. Everyone was calling me Crash Bandicoot 2. That's my new nickname now.
Oh,
Crash Bandicoot 2. Yeah.
Why 2? Is there a first Crash Bandicoot?
There was a first Crash Bandicoot. Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, before me. At least with me it was only 2. With him it was a pallet of them.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's not a good start, but whatever. They were like giving me shit to like fucking 2 weeks in and you already owe the company more than you've been paid.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you. I mean, at this stage, nothing is broken that we know of at this stage.
That we know of, yeah, until you get an angry call from a customer saying, "What the hell's going on here? Everything I bought from you guys is broken."
Oh, it was a truck driver. He came to us. The box is intact. Like there was no dents on the box. So if something broke on the inside, it would be claimed under warranty. So it actually won't cost the company that much because it'd be under
Right.
warranty. Because of course they're not going to tell the manufacturer that we dropped it. So it's all good, yo.
Absolutely.
By the way, ladies and gents and others, we do have a special guest lined up for Sunday. This guest is going to be a lot of fun. The stories they have are so crazy that like you'd kind of not believe them, but they are real and they are true. And he has a passion for smoking meats at the moment, so it's gonna be fun. I think Valkyrie knows exactly who I'm talking about, but I have spoken to him and he is very, very happy and keen to get on. He's even put himself a calendar reminder, so that's great.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I want to know something. Yes, it is our favorite Southerner. So, on car news,
Yeah.
did you hear that they're trying in Victoria to basically stop diesel cars from like being a thing?
Well, good luck with that.
I know, right?
What the hell are you gonna like? What are you gonna do? What are they gonna do with people who already own diesel cars? They're just gonna give them like a buckload of money.
I don't know
And
how they're
say,
doing
"Stop
it,
driving."
but they're apparently going to have like tax write-offs and tax benefits for like people going EV or hydrogen because they're building a hydrogen plant in Victoria as well to produce hydrogen for hydrogen cars, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can turn Victoria into a fucking sun.
That'd be fun. Oh, mate. Can we like put our heads together and make ourselves a fusion reactor? I reckon we can do it. I reckon just chuck some fucking vodka in there and get it going. I reckon that'd be.
Don't tell the Russians we've worked out how to make
fucking
fusion reactor with
like,
vodka.
Just like the world, like Boeing and all them. They're like been working on fusion for years, and like not these two fucking country bunking Australians. How did they figure it out? They threw vodka at it. What do you mean they threw vodka? They threw vodka in a bottle at the reaction, and it worked. What the fuck?
Oh, wow.
Mate, if I could do that, that'd be funny. Hang on a minute. This is a problem when you have blue screens of death multiple times in a row. Your computer shits itself. Yeah.
Absolutely. I was listening on the radio today, and the 2023 Ford Ranger has a major problem.
They've been having major problems since the first day they launched.
Yeah. So the problem that I heard today is that you could be driving along and the car will put itself from drive into park by itself.
Oh fuck! That is bad.
It's bad.
And
I don't even know how you do that. I'm more impressed than upset.
Yeah, that's a little bit fucked.
Yeah.
So the Ford Ranger since release has been having issues with their gearboxes burning up. And failing.
Right. That's probably what it is.
And that sounds like different because the park setting in the Ford because their system is a dial.
Valkyrie, it is very not good.
The Ford Ranger's drive system, so like the park drive and all that, is a fucking knob, and it's in a stupid spot. I fucking hate it.
Surprise there.
By the way, Ford Rangers are the pieces of shit, and anyone that owns them that fucking says they're great, you're an idiot. And yes, I used to work with them.
You get what you deserve.
You're an idiot. They are pieces of junk, and they have a crap motor and a crap gearbox, and they're just crap. I said it.
I don't even like the way they look. They even look like crap.
Well, they've gone for the F-250 look because they're big American pickup trucks become popular in Australia.
Yeah,
And
I've seen a few of them on the road.
yeah,
they're more annoying than anything else. They're more of a fucking nuisance.
there you go. That's a good
else.
picture of what their fucking knob thing looks like. Stupid. It's just such a stupid car. The only thing that's good about them, they have air conditioning seats on their like top of range models.
But that's literally like, imagine if they literally try to sell it with that, right? So like, don't worry about the towing capacity. Don't worry about the amount of seats it has. Let's just focus on the air conditioning.
So that there, it's basically up and back. Like, it just look at it. Look how stupid that looks. Like,
ew, that looks gross.
They just, and the steering wheel's tiny and like, I don't know. I just don't like the Ford Ranger. And look at this. You know what that color looks like? Newborn baby poo.
Oh, okay.
When you see that in real life, it does not look good. That is actually a better representation of what the color looks like. It looks like poo. Why would you buy a pooed color car? Again, I knew somebody bought one of these, but yeah, it's such a poo color car. It's ugly. The interior is just shit. No, it does not have that knob. That is not a 2023 Ford Ranger. I'm sorry. That is not. That is what it looks like on the 2023 Ford Ranger. They're just crap. And like, Ford
are the bodies in them any good?
No, everything about them is crap. They're too wide, too long. They're just not a great car. Apparently, they can perform really well off-road because they got a 6-cylinder motor, but
that's like literally all they'd have going for them.
Yeah, but the motors and the gearbox is junk anyway.
And the most people that own them don't even go 4-wheel driving. They're just like, yeah, look at me, my tradie ute.
Ford, put it this way, Ford hasn't had a great reputation of reliability and warranty issues for a long time. I think the last reliable Ford that they ever produced was probably
the T model.
T-model. That was very unreliable, believe it or not.
Of course it was.
No, I reckon it would have to be the AU Falcon. I reckon the AU Falcon had the least amount of problems. Because then they went like
on Ford's reliability is the least amount of problems.
They then went to like BA and then the FGs and all that sort of stuff, and all those cars had nothing but dramas with all of them, like gearbox issues. Every single Ford's always had a power steering leak. I don't know. 30 plus years, how the fuck do you not get a power steering fucking pump to work properly? Like, what the fuck? Like, Holden managed to get that right at least. But yeah, that's some weird quirks and shit like that. Like their radiator systems, I've never liked.
Yeah.
The reason why I've never liked their radiator systems is, what's a good one? An EL.
Well, they don't work. Is that why you don't like them?
No. I'll show you. It's something you have to show in a picture.
I've actually been that's one thing that while we're on radiators and cooling, one thing I've noticed a lot ever since I became a little bit more car savvy and problem diagnosing is I see a lot of white smoke coming out of people's exhaust, and my immediate thought is head gasket.
Well, it can be head gasket, but it's also could be your oil rings on your pistons as well, which means that your car's really old, needs a rebuild. But white smoke can mean head gasket, your oil rings are gone.
They look like they're fairly new model cars too.
It could be condensation as well. It's hard to tell. But yeah, usually like that blue smoke is definitely like oil rings or can be head gasket or something like that. But usually it's oil rings in a lot of cars. See there?
Yeah.
That is where you refill your radiator.
Right.
So Ford radiators don't have a fill up cap here. So on every other car manufacturer, not every car, but a lot of car manufacturers, generally the way it works is you have your radiator here and you got a fill up cup that you fill up the radiator directly, right?
Yeah.
And then you have an overflow bottle which is located around here, right?
Yeah.
So when you're doing a water change, what you do is you fill up the radiator till it's full. You turn the car on and then you like give it a little bit of gas, let it warm up. Once the thermostat opens up, you'll start seeing the liquid go down. So you keep topping it up. Once you've topped that up, you then half fill or quarter fill, depending what the manufacturer's specifications. Usually it's half fill or quarter fill. Your overflow, because you want water to be in the overflow to be able to create the vacuum pressure.
Yeah.
Right? Because on the top of the overflow's got an air vent, and that's allows air to escape out of the system, and then it also helps create the vacuum, which a radiator is a closed network, is a closed system, so it can't have any air in it. It's supposed to be working on a vacuum. It's sealed and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it's easier to get air out of your system on a car and not have radiator issues if you can fill up and keep topping up the radiator, and then you have the overflow over here and you can top that up as well to keep to essentially create the vacuum. Ford have always done this way. So you refill the radiator by filling up this bottle here, which then feeds into the radiator through and then into here and into here. See where the problem is?
It's far away from the radiator?
Yeah, it's far away from the radiator. So you got to fill this up. Then it's got to basically leak down into, because when you empty the radiator, you drop the bottom hose to then empty out the radiator, and then that's, when you do the flush. But you got to fill this up. That then fills into here, and then you got to keep filling it up into here, and then you got to turn on the car, and then you got to get it pressurized and whatnot, and try and get the air out. But the problem is trying to get the air out is really hard, because if air gets trapped in here, how the fuck is air going to come out here? Where on a conventional car, if you open this cap here, it's got a much shorter distance to travel on the return to allow air to escape here when you got the cap off and you're filling it up.
Right.
So I found in Fords in particular, it's a lot harder to bleed air out of them than it is on a Commodore. Another method that people do is over here in the heater tap, there is some models, I don't know if the EL's got them, but some models have a bleed off valve there. So what they normally do is they undo the bleed off valve and then let the air escape through there. But I don't know. I've never liked the design. I can understand it. Like, their thinking behind it is because, like I said, it's a closed system. By filling it up here and then having it drip down into here, they're essentially reducing the risks of air getting in.
Yeah.
But the catch-22 is how you're going to get air out easier enough. That's the way I look at it. So, Fords have always had radiator issues, and I think the cause is because of just this little simple thing that they've got here. I think this alone causes a lot of the issues that they've got. A little bit of engine thought. What mode is this one here?
Inline.
It's an inline, yep. Do you know what's significant about this motor in particular?
It's an XC Falcon.
XC Falcon. Look at it. Look at all the cowling around it. How crazy is that?
Right.
It's so pretty. There's like.
Is that what makes it significant?
No, it's just a clean car. Like, you never see a clean Ford.
Oh,
that's what I'm getting at.
I don't think you really see a clean car anyway.
You don't generally see a clean car. Although mine's pretty clean. I keep mine clean. Mine clean. You know what? That's probably the best mod I've done is install bonnet struts.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it keeps the car clean, or because it
Wait, bonnets just have nothing to do with keeping your car clean. Inline speaker.
I wouldn't call it inline speaker, but you can get inline consoles, inline audio consoles. Those exist. ABBA used to. Was it Harrison made consoles called the Harrison models, which ABBA used to record, and they were all inline. In fact, I think they started the whole inline model because before you had your inputs and then your master and then your monitor section, but they're all like, now let's just put everything, let's just combine all of that and put it all in line with each other. So each channel has its input and its monitoring section, and then off to the side you have your master section.
Your master section.
Yeah. So your master section is ultimately where all the audio gets, or you say, for example, you have 48 channels of audio, 48 channels on your console. Every single one of those channels ultimately gets bussed to the master section, and the master section then is connected to the output XLRs or TRSs,
Yeah.
which then connect to your speakers, and then that's how you hear your audio.
Ah, that's fascinating. Also went straight over the top of my head.
That's all right. I'll have to walk you through audio.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun. I reckon that'd be a lot of fun to go through audio stuff one day.
One day.
I
still really like, I really want to buy
the what?
Oh, whoosh. What is that?
Whoosh is is in I didn't understand the joke.
Yeah, okay, I get you now. I really want to get all these Maxwells.
Didn't you have those? No,
I got the
Penrose.
Yeah. I want both.
I mean, don't forget that your monitoring is just a very small portion of your audio.
I don't care.
I do.
Yeah, but it's not for you, is it?
Yeah, well, so what?
Yeah, that's right. Now, like,
so
these are good. They're still working strong, but I just the new setup that I've got, having this is quite difficult. Yeah, it's not fun. I also need to drill the headset stand to my desk as well. I need to do that this weekend.
Okay, well,
yeah.
At the end of the week, you can do that.
I can do that. Yeah.
There's things. Absolutely.
I don't know what the fuck you're on about.
I don't know either. I'm actually, one thing I'm genuinely curious is to see the design and topology between what of that is used in a car and that used in an audio console. I think that'd be pretty cool.
You know what you should do? Buy yourself a really cool old school car, like get a Valiant. Get a Valiant. Yeah, get a Valiant and customize it so the dash looks like an audio console. Has all the dials and everything, God. And they actually work. So they like control the air conditioning and like all the lights.
No, that sounds like a disgusting job.
Oh no,
that sounds like
that'd be
such a
so
disgusting
fun.
job. No, it would not be fun. I'd be 20 minutes into it and just thinking, why the fuck did I do this?
Do you know what a Chrysler Valiant looks like?
No. Let me have a look.
No. I'll get it up here.
No.
These are Chrysler Valiants. They're a nice car. They're not like special or anything like that. But
oh, those ones. Yeah. Sure.
You should get one of these and like and totally do that. Oh, you could like make it look like Kit, from fucking Knight Rider or something like that. Even though that wasn't.
But do you have any idea how many buttons and knobs there are on an audio? Yeah,
you don't have to use them all. Like you just fucking So the knobs that are already on it, you just change them out to like what it looks like, and like I don't know, you can have a kill switch where you like it looks like a what size auxiliary is the like big fat fucker? So like 3 mil.
Oh, no, that's 6.5 mil.
6.5, yeah. Like, have that be your kill switch. Like, you have to go from here to here on your dash and plug them in.
Oh,
to like.
So I
to-
have
for
a
the
patch bay for a kill switch.
Yeah, you do, and then people can't steal it because they don't understand. They look at it, they're going like, "What the fuck is this?" And then it's just like, "Son of a bitch, you can't steal my car now." And then they go buy a tow truck, and then take your car away. That is an actual scam that happened a fair while ago.
Yeah.
So people would steal cars by calling RAA or RAVC or those other state fucking local roadside assist companies. Sorry. And they will say that their car broke down, and then they would convince them to get a tow truck out, and then they'll tow the car away to their house.
What the hell do you do with it after that?
Oh, they chop shop it or fucking take the plates off and then take their time into getting the car running without the keys. Yeah. Because when you think about it, like when you steal the car and it's at your house, you have all the time in the world to fucking get it going and take it.
I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, they were doing that for a while, and then REA brought out that. Well, they all brought out the policy where like they have to have a automotive technician come out and assess it before they like look out for like potential of like theft and shit.
Yeah, right.
It was like years ago, but yeah, how crazy is that? Some
people are either too clever or have too much time on their hands.
There is easier options to prevent your car being towed away anyway. What you can do is you can store these. They're like a wheel clamp. So you drive in.
Yeah.
And it goes like that on your wheel. And you lock it in.
On my steering wheel? Or my regular wheel?
All four tires. Yeah, they lock onto all four tires of your car.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to tow that out. Because you can't even take the wheels off either and lift it up. Because the locking mechanism.
Much effort.
You have to for like your highly expensive cars. Like if you had a 3-phase Ford GT, for example, that goes for $3.5 million.
Yeah,
you're gonna do that.
But why would I have a $3.5 million car when I can have a $3.5 million audio console?
Yeah, but the car is like a lot of these people that have these cars had them like from the beginning of their life. So they weren't like a $3.5 million car when they first bought them, but they're worth that much now. That's what I'm getting.
Right. Okay.
So like you'd want to make sure no one can steal that. So, you lock it in.
I guess that makes sense.
Where like if someone breaks into your house and they look at that audio console, they're probably not going to have any idea how much it's worth and not care. It's funny. Criminals are like so dumb sometimes. They really are.
The very single dimensional thinking.
Yeah, I'm on my way home. So not far from where I live, there's like a really bad hoarding house. Fucking shit everywhere. And it was really, really bad for a while there. And they would like have like just crap all the way up to like the road. And just rubbish, man. Like furniture, actual physical rubbish, like couches, everything just fucking loaded like 3 or 4 levels high on top of each other too. Like it was a hazard. Like someone walking by could have a fucking cupboard full on them. Like it was that bad. And so they cleaned it up slightly after like a few people like went there, threatened to set the whole place on fire if they don't fucking clean up the shit, and the cops are called and blah blah blah. Anyway, but the other day on my way home from work, I was coming home and I saw this cop standing in the middle of the fucking road. I'm like, what's going on here? And then I get closer and there were 8 fucking patrol cars going through the hoarding house.
What are they fucking looking for?
8 patrol cars full of cops going through the hoarding house. I don't know what they were doing. It didn't look like a drug raid because they weren't wearing their gloves and shit, but like there were so many fucking cops. I'm just like, this is the.
Were they harboring fugitives without knowing it?
Doing.
Were they hoarding fugitives?
Were they like fucking stolen children hidden in the couches or something? I don't know, but like there was so many cops. It was ridiculous. they're like going through everything as well. They like went through they got like this van. It's like Kia Carnival van out the front. That's like full of shit. Like I remember seeing it on the front verge. I'm just like, have they just like left that car there and dumped it? And then one day I saw the lady that lives there driving it around, and like you can't see her driving because the passenger seat is full of boxes and just crap.
Oh,
like even the cars have hoarding shit in them. Like they're that bad. Like these people need to be like institutionalized and dealt with their problems. Like they are not. They are such a hazard.
Absolutely, Rainier. It would be safe because if they had a car accident, they wouldn't feel anything because everything is an airbag in that car.
Yeah, I wonder if it's anything sharp. Could you imagine there's like a box of knives in there?
It wouldn't surprise me, but at the same time,
could you imagine? Yeah, like imagine like they have a box of knives and then the airbags go off and hit the box of knives.
That's probably all that would happen.
Yeah, they're like no more airbag.
It's like the way I swear, like the way your sense of danger works is like there's a car full of stuff, and then they get hit, and the fucking sun explodes, and everyone's crying, and the dogs are sweating, and pigs are flying, and everything goes to hell really quickly.
It's the Nürburgring all over again. The Hindenburg, sorry, Hindenburg. That's the one. Yeah, not the racing track. Although apparently, according to Top Gear, knows it. James May always says every car that's tested on the Nürburgring is shit because they go for sports over comfort, and he's like he hates it. It's funny.
Oh, he prefers comfort, does he?
Yeah, he likes a car that can go around a corner at 120 kilometers per hour in comfort.
Oh my god, you can't even drive a car at 120 kilometers an hour.
What do you mean?
Hell yeah.
Yes, he can.
Not here.
Yes, he can.
120.
Yeah, you can easily do it.
Yeah, well, I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, each to their own, but you can.
But I don't want to.
You don't have to.
Well, I'm not going to.
That's fair enough. Have you ever done a burnout?
No.
Why not?
I've never... well, actually, first of all, I love my car. I wouldn't mistreat it like that. Second of all, I got no reason to.
I would love to see your Astra do a burnout.
I don't know if it's capable of doing a burnout.
Oh, every car's capable if you give it a little bit of a push. By push,
I'm pretty sure it also has traction control. I know it has traction control.
Well, you turn that off.
I don't know how.
There's usually a button that you can press. It turns out. You know what, Spliffy? We're gonna do a little bit of troubleshooting. I'm gonna be your tech support for today.
Oh my god!
What year is your Holden Astra?
2002.
Okay, let's look it up. How to turn off traction control.
As far as I know, you can't. Not that I've really looked.
Always can turn off safety features. Okay, when it comes to turning off or disabling traction control in the Astra H, it is quite as simple if you have a sports button. Okay, luckily you don't have that.
Oh wait, no, I do have a sports button. Oh, is that? That must be the sports button.
Okay. Yeah. So in the Astra, if you're lucky enough to have one, you then simply by holding it down for 5 seconds whilst the engine is running, it will display the dashboard that it has been turned off. There you go.
Okay.
So if your car has a sports button?
Yes.
Huh.
I've never used it because like the first gear is pretty torquey anyway. So
yeah.
I've never really needed to use it.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what you do to turn it off.
Okay.
You hold it down 5 seconds. Now, obviously you wouldn't want to. Me personally, I turn off variable control geometry all the time.
Yeah, because your equivalent or whatever the hell it is crap, isn't it?
No, it does its job well, but when you need to get out of the way of a car, or you need to give it a bit of a boot, you should turn it off.
Right.
Because it retards the motor, so then that way it goes slow. So so you're on a hill and you need to come up like that. If you put your foot down, it will just bog down. It will just go slow. And it's like, no, motherfucker, I do not want to go slow. I need to go fast, otherwise I'm going to get hit. And so I turn it off when I do maneuvers like that. So then that way I have full power all the way through. Because I know my car, I know my abilities. I know how much power to put down and whatnot, to the point where I know that I'm not going to spin out. Unlike that other day where I had gravel and whatnot and went sideways. But that was a little bit too much power. And once I've done it, I know how much power I need to give it. And
really?
It's right as rain. Yeah.
Burnouts.
It's not burnouts. It's just tail sliding.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's drifting.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Actually, it's not drifting, but drifting is controlled out of control. I just slid.
You just slid, of course you did.
I just slid. I just went whoops. Whoopie whoop.
Bye, I'm off. Bye.
Bye, I'm off. It's actually really fun. Have you ever seen that crazy Jaguar motored van?
No. That sounds like a lot of fun, though. Because I really like vans.
I gotta show you.
Do you like vans?
Oh my god. I do like vans. Right. They're fun.
They are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Anyone else here in chat like vans? Vans are the best.
Vans are the best. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna watch a crazy ass van. All right, here we go.
Yeah. All right.
Whoop.
The Duke.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore their talks about what's in it. Just ignore that giant motor in the back there. Just ignore it.
Just casually ignore it.
Here we go. How's my driving?
Whoa, okay. Bye. There it goes.
All right, let's turn the music down. It's a little bit too loud. I do want to hear the motor, though. I do want to hear. Here we go. Let's watch it. All right. Got to keep talking so we don't get copyrighted over this. All right, what? Okay. Look at that. Look at that go. Look at that.
Oh, and there it goes. That is
how fucking fast is that? Look at that go.
That's a lot of speed.
That was scary, man, because vans are so top heavy.
They are to a certain degree. They're also designed to be able to do a lot of that. So I've parked a van up on a really sharp angle on its side, and it's fine.
Just listen to that. I love that noise.
I actually really want one.
Mate, I would love a fucking turbo van of some sort, like a race van.
That would be a lot of fun.
It would be.
I think I'd like to own a van. I plan on owning a van one day, and then just maybe putting in illegally sized motors to get too much power.
Yeah, that'd be fun. You know, it'd be really fun getting a van and putting an RB25 twin turbo in it. Yeah, that'd be fun because then you get that flutter as well, or 2JZ. Oh, mate, 2JZ would be fun. Inline 6 fucking monster of a motor. Or you could do one even better.
What's that?
You could put like Toyota brought out a V12.
Yeah.
Did you know that? So they're luxury line cars. I forgot what they were called. But they're like basically like the VIP car that the Yakuza used to drive around with them a lot. They're like these like high luxury limousines that they brought out. And they had a V12 motor in it. that motor in a van would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
I've seen them in the Toyota 2J, like the Troopy, the original Troopies. I've seen them in them, but I think in a van would be fucking fun.
Oh yeah,
just listening to that motor just rip. Be a lot of fun.
What Spitfire engine? Imagine putting a Spitfire engine in a van. How big is a Spitfire engine?
I reckon someone's done that.
Oh, probably, but let's see here. A Spitfire engine is
it's quite big.
It's a 27-liter engine.
Yeah.
Which is about how big? What, 8 times the size of a regular engine nowadays?
Your cost benefit for it would be so like
it would. Yeah, I know, because it would you just have the engine, the transmission, and there's a fuel tank in the back, and that's all that your car will be comprised of.
This is what happens when you make a car with a Merlin motor in it.
Oh, they actually did it.
Yeah, several car manufacturers have done it. Several people.
Yeah.
Listen to that.
Okay.
Dude, the shaky camera. Learn to fucking hold your hand still. Oh my god, that is terrible shaking camera.
Oh. It reminds me of Cloverfield.
Yeah, that was... Did you like that movie?
I love that movie so much.
I was never great of a fan of it. That sucks. He doesn't have power steering.
Oh no.
How could you do that without power steering? That'd be so fucking hard to drive that thing.
It would be.
It'd be so heavy.
I love Cloverfield. I have a copy of Cloverfield. Yeah. I'm not like the story is whatever. What I love about that film is the screenplay. So how they use a handheld camera throughout the entire film. And they use it really doesn't veer off much with the it doesn't really veer off the use of a handheld camera in the entire production of that film, and I think that gives it a really interesting perspective because that's not something you see in every sort of movie. So Cloverfield is like a nice little case study for me.
Yeah. That's why I love it. What was that movie that I liked where those kids, they went somewhere and got powers where they could use telekinesis and shit like that? What was that called?
Oh, God. You want to narrow it down a little bit? Because there might be a few movies like that.
No. The main protagonist ends up turning bad. He ends up killing a lot of people. And his friend has to kill him.
Interesting storyline.
It was actually really good. What was it called? It came out around the same time Jumper came out. Jumper was good as well.
I haven't seen Jumper.
Really? It's like about a guy who can teleport.
I thought it was a guy who could time travel.
No, he teleports. He can jump from one point to another. Yeah. Fuck, what was it called? I cannot remember the last name.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh my fucking god. Have you seen the new Spy Kids? No. Something in Time. Oh, it's so terrible. The original cast turned back up. They're like the auntie and uncle of the main kids.
God, that is
Junie is such a twat. He's like a man. He's like cool and he's like, I'm a ladies' man, and he's like, I'm too cool for school. And you look at him and you're like, you look like a fucking idiot. Like, you would not be a good spy. Like, if I work in the KGB and I saw you, I would laugh at you as I'm snapping your neck. Like, he would not be able to put up a fight at all. He would be dead. Putin himself would probably annihilate him before killing him. He would probably strangle him to death with his own underwear or something like that.
Oh my god. At least he's creative, I guess.
I mean, it is Putin. He probably would do that. I mean, he's a person that loves to humiliate. So
Okay.
or he's evil. So expect it.
I don't. Okay. I don't know if people get into the business of being evil to humiliate others.
I mean, he did humiliate the entire building industry of Russia because they were behind in all the government contract deadlines.
Oh.
Yeah, he outed them on public TV and humiliated and made them his bitch. That's the reason why that's the reason why the Russian people loved him in the beginning, because he was for the people. He was sick and tired of corruption and corporations fucking the people over. And so he would publicly shame them and make them pay for it. And so that's the reason why he won over the hearts and souls of Russia. And then he got old and senile. Now he wants to take over the world.
I know how all you major corporations are doing stuff, but have you ever heard of a schedule? And they look at it like hiss, like a vampire does when they sees the sun. Like a schedule.
I can't get over that Ukraine war is still fucking going.
Yeah, it really needs to fucking end.
Just back out, man. Just leave the country. You're not gonna win it. Just leave. There's no point fighting anymore. There's really no point. You've wasted so many souls on a pissing contest. Because that's all it is, really. It's just a pissing contest.
I think the best way to end the war is just drop drugs into the battlefield.
Yeah, make everyone fucking trip out in LSD or some shit.
They're not even that. They're it's literally just they all just start smoking weed and they're all just dude, what are we doing? Let's go home and
let's do it.
Make sandwiches or something like that.
Yeah.
Let's just start rowing boats. I'm gonna row boats. I'm gonna row boats through the is it the Kremlin? It's the
don't know.
I don't know what the main political building is in Russia, but I'm just gonna row boats through that.
Rowboats, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my rowboats with my vodka, and I'm gonna sell it to them. And the vodka is actually just liquid meth. Liquefied meth.
Fucking crazy.
That would be mental. I honestly think that if you drank liquefied meth, I don't even think you can actually get
sure you
liquefied.
Would die.
I'm pretty sure you would die.
Pretty sure you would die. I'm almost certain that you have about 5 minutes to live.
Gets worse. Becomes like a superhuman. And you're like, no, what have we done? We went the opposite. Instead of poisoning, we made him strong. Who knew that liquid meth could turn you into a supervillain? Just brings out a legislation that everyone has to surrender their TVs to him.
Why? Why the TV?
To fuel his drug rage.
They make it sound like there's liquid meth in TVs.
No, because he needs the money. Because TV's the only thing they've got going for them.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Because the Reaper's fucking destroyed. It's worth nothing now.
The Rupel, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how economy and money just makes no sense the way people can just, this is worth nothing now. It's okay, cool.
Well, yeah, if you keep printing it. So the way I've sort of deciphered it for myself is essentially if you had $1 American and $1 Australian dollar, I could, and say for example, I was the owner of that Australian dollar. Yeah, I could go to the American that owns the American dollar and says, "Hey, I want to buy your American dollar for my Australian dollar," and it'd be equivalent exchange.
Yeah,
right. But as soon as the American decides to print a second dollar,
Yeah.
all of a sudden that American has to give both of those dollars to me for my single Australian dollars.
See, that's how I originally thought it was, but it still makes no sense because, so in terms of dollars, Australia has less money in circulation than America does. So theoretically, that argument isn't true because America has way more currency in circulation. And then also you've got the whole online stuff as well. That's not currency. That's not generated. That's not printed.
What do you mean, like crypto?
No, not crypto. Like, so say for example, a bank does a transfer of funds electronically.
Yeah.
So they're transferring $1 million currency from one bank to another bank. But there's no physical currency actually moving.
Right. There's just the
it's just numbers. It's the theoretical value. Yeah. So theoretically, like, that argument of printing doesn't exist anymore because more and more businesses are dealing with online transactions than they are physical currency, which means theoretically the printing argument's really becoming redundant because
not really, because
there's more that but like take Elon Musk or Google, right? They have trillions of dollars, right?
Yeah.
I guarantee you there isn't trillions of dollars of physical currency available for them to just decide to go and print that out.
Yeah. They're worth trillions of dollars. So if they sold all of their assets, they'd have trillions of dollars in their bank account.
Yeah, but they actually have trillions of dollars in their bank account. Well, Google does anyway. Yeah, they make $1 trillion a year.
Okay.
Not like their worth, their net worth. The net worth, for example, is like $1 trillion, but their actual amount they earn in a year is like $1 trillion.
Yeah.
And then obviously that gets divvied out to, like, you know, overheads and all that sort of stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they earn like shitload of money. But my point is like there's not actually physical currencies that represent that amount of money for that one fucking company. So the whole printing argument to me has always been a bit sort of iffy in the modern era because, well, technically the amount of money that's moving from point A to point B is more than the actual currency that's moving physically from point A to point B. So, like, say, for example, they're like, okay, so we only produce $100,000 of banknotes, right? So that means the value is 1 to, so it is, so $100,000 America has, right? And say we have $200,000. So our currency is worth half the value of theirs, right?
Yeah.
But America has, yes, $100,000 of banknotes, but then they have $1 billion in like bank transactions of non-physical currency.
Well, then they'd have like 1 billion and 100,000.
Yeah,
in circulation.
But it's not how it works, though. You know what I mean?
How does it work? No, I don't know.
It doesn't. That's what I mean. It doesn't work like that. So they don't actually have 1 billion, 100,000 in circulation. They only have 100,000 in circulation.
No, they have 1 billion and 100,000 in circulation.
That doesn't make sense because they haven't printed 1 billion.
So, just like,
see, that's where I get confused, man. Economy sucks.
You'll read up on the economy. Read about how the
I
economy
would not. I'll just get friendly Jordans to make a video about it.
It's like the Reserve Bank of like the Bank of Australia basically overlooks how much money there is in the Australian economy.
Yeah,
and that is inclusive, like every single dollar that is not in the bank and that is in your pocket.
Yeah,
the Bank of Australia knows about, right?
Yeah,
but then you put that money from your wallet to the bank. Well, the Bank of Australia still knows about it, but it's now represented electronically.
Yeah,
it hasn't disappeared out of circulation.
I don't know. My argument is like, say for example, there's $100,000 of banknotes printed, and then all of a sudden a overseas company transferred $1 billion to your accounts in your home country into your dollars. Therefore, technically speaking, you've printed more money, and therefore wouldn't
I'm
that
not sure how that part works.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. That's what confuses me, because wouldn't that drop the value down then?
No, because my understanding of that is that you're buying what shall we say? You're buying products with a foreign not numeracy, not exchange, no a tender, with a foreign tender. My understanding of that is that you just accept that as tender, and then you can, trade a lot more easily. Like, hey, for example, I don't know, Vietnamese dosh, we'll call it. So you got some Vietnamese dosh, and because you sold them some pineapples, and so then you say, hey, I want some Vietnamese grass. I've already got like some Vietnamese dosh, so I can just buy some Vietnamese grass off of you, and then you buy that Vietnamese grass, and then that's how you exchange that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my understanding. It's probably not 100% true, but I don't really know. It's that's my very basic economic understanding about how the world works.
Yeah. Well, anyways, on that note, ladies and gents and others, we better call it an end to the show. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday at 8 p.m. Not 8 p.m. I keep fucking this up. 10 p.m. 10 a.m. Oh my god, I get it again. Anyway, 10 a.m.
Oh,
I am so tired. Anyways, we're going to raid into Richard, because I think it would be good fun to say hi to him. So thank you again for watching. I hope you have a good night and a good day and night, depending where you are in the world. And we'll catch you on the flip side. See you all.
Have a good one. And don't forget to be a rev head.
Yeah. Yeah. Hit that follow button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Bye.
Bye.